Hello everybody, this is the Introverted Gadgeteer here, and in this video we're going to be looking at the Game Boy Advance. These were originally released by Nintendo back in 2001 and came in a wide variety of colours such as pink, clear, white and indigo, which is this particular variant I've got right here. I actually remember owning one of these as a child. I used to go up and visit my cousin every once in a while and he had one in exactly the same colour that I've got right here. I remember talking to him and asking if I could play it, and he was willing to sell it to me for £20. He actually included Sonic Advance 2 at the time, and I fell in love with the game. This is what has enticed me to pick one of these up. So, to get down to the nitty gritty of what I paid for all this, I picked this up from eBay for £72, and I've got to give props to the seller, because it's been kept, especially from the looks of the box, it's been kept in very nice shape. I'm struggling to see much damage at all. I'd like to take a look at the console itself. So we get the box open and get straight in. So the little flap just opens up here, like that. And there's a couple of tabs here. And there it is. Didn't really come with a lot because these run off batteries, so there's no charger, no sync cables, nothing like that, just literally the manuals and the Game Boy itself. So we get this out of its hidey hole. I've put the box aside so we can take a better look at the Game Boy itself. I've got to say the indigo colour is really striking. It really does remind me of the indigo colour of the GameCube. I think at one point they were sold as a bundle. So just taking a quick look around the console itself, at the bottom here we've got the power switch. Over on the right side there's a volume rocker and a headphone jack. On the top we've got the sync cable slot and obviously the slot for the GBA cartridges. These also are backwards compatible, so they play Game Boy original games and Game Boy Color. And on the left side, not a whole lot. And on the back we've got our battery drawer for 2 AA batteries. I'd love to show a game running on this iconic system. On the side here, we've got a very shiny looking Pokémon Sapphire. But before we put the game in, just have to pop some AA batteries in the Game Boy. And the batteries just go in like this. And the bottom of the back clips on first, and it clips in. So these are a bit of a staple, these Game Boy games, because they seem to just keep going up in value, but I managed to find this Pokémon Sapphire for quite a good deal on eBay. And I believe I paid £86 for it. So if you get the game out of the case, and popped in the Game Boy. So to put the game in the Game Boy, the art goes facing outwards, goes in the slot, and then pushes in. And then we just hit this little switch at the bottom to power it on. And there it is. Oh, that does bring back some memories. There's something really special about these old Pokemon games. Let's go ahead and get straight in. It's a shame as the battery has dried out on this cartridge, but it doesn't affect the save because the save is directly saved to the ROM. The seller was nice enough to leave their completed save file on this particular copy. The graphics are just a throwback. It really enlightens the little light inside my heart. These were quite sought after, but the seller has actually managed to get the bicycle. We'll just take a quick look in the Pokédex. All the sound and the music are really take me back. I thoroughly enjoyed taking a look back at this Game Boy Advance, and I hope the gameplay has given you a good idea of what it's capable of. But I think the question we're all wondering is it worth picking up in 2025? And I think if you're looking for something that provides the best features for the best value for money, I wouldn't really suggest going out and buying one of these, because of its successor, the Game Boy Advance SP. It just offers far better performance, a nicer screen, and has a built-in battery for about the same price as a original Game Boy Advance. But on the flip side, if you're a collector and have some very fond memories with this console, it might just be worth picking up for your collection. At least from my preference or my point of view. The nostalgic dosage that I've got looking back at this Game Boy Advance has made it completely and utterly worth purchasing one of these. But it all depends on the individual person. I'm going to be ending the video here, but I'd love to hear your views in the comments, and if you have any suggestions of what you'd like to see me review next, please drop them down below. And as usual, if you like what you saw, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give me a like, and I'll see you in the next one.